This is video 4. In the last video, I showed you how to create hair for your doll, so I'm going to get rid of that for the time being. She needs a pair of shoes. So what I'm going to do, once again, is duplicate these legs. So I'm going to click on them. I'm going to hit Alt-D for duplicate. I'm going to move my spare pair over here. I'm going to ungroup them, and I only need one because one is a mirrored image of the other. So I'm just going to erase that one. And now I need to sever her ankle. So I'm going to do my replace by segment tool, and I'm going to come down here and cut it off right about where her ankle is. Okay, so the part that cut away is the part that I need. So again, from my last lesson that I taught, you just hit the back arrow one time, the undo button one time, and there it is. And that's what we need in order to make our shoe. So I'm going to enlarge that. And I'm not sure if I'm going to make loafers or Mary Janes, but I want to make something that's fairly simple so that you can follow along and learn how to do this. So I'm going to use my replace by a segment tool. Whoops, wrong one. Don't want to use that one. I want to use the line draw tool. It's the line segment tool. Okay, so what I want to do, like you know in a pair of Mary Janes, the part that's cut out, not the ankle strap, not the outer part of the shoe, but the part that shows your foot. That's what I'm drawing now. So I'm going to draw a line there, and it's going to be square at first, but don't worry about it because we'll be fixing that. And that takes care of that. That's going to be the center part of the shoe. I'm not going to worry about that right now until the outer part of the shoe is done. So now I need to draw an outline. All I'm going to do is just basically follow along her foot just slightly larger. Okay, she needs a heel. So I'm going to come down a little further than you would normally think to do because I want to make it look like she's wearing heels. Okay, so there's her heel, and then I'm going to come up here and just keep clicking to follow a straight line. It's not going to look right at first, but don't worry about it. I'm just clicking away, just kind of covering that foot. And it always looks harder than what it actually is. So in order for you to see this, I'm going to take away the color, and I'm also going to thicken up my line. You don't need to do this. I'm doing this for the sake of the video. That's too much. That's too much. A little bit smaller than that. Okay. I just want you to be able to see it better. So all I'm going to do now is just kind of bend some of these. Give her some arch. That's a little too much. Okay. And that's all I'm doing. Now I'm going to use my replace by an arc tool and just kind of round this off around the toes. And do the same thing here. When I'm doing this, I actually have a lesson on this. It's click, unclick, click. So I'm not going to go into all that here. Okay, so now I think that's pretty good. I think that would work. So what I'm going to do now is get rid of the foot. We don't need her foot anymore. We already have that replay. Oops, I hit the wrong one. Put the undo. I'm trying to click off it. I have it so close. That should be it right there. Okay, so now remember this part here? We needed that. This became a strap up here. I know it doesn't look like much now, but it will. So now I'm going to pull this down to round it a little bit, about as far as I want it to go. And yeah, it looks like a thermometer the way this is. We'll just straighten that out a little bit. I can use my replace by line segment and just go from one edge to the other edge. And if you want these to curve more, you can. I mean, you can play with this as much as you want. But this is a real simple shoe that does not look like much right now, but it will in a moment. So I'm going to group this all together, and I'm going to come down here and create a group with transparency. I'm going to click on that. That's the shoe. And I'm going to change the color so you can see it on her foot. And now I'm going to place this over her foot. Let's get in closer. Okay, and yeah, her pant is coming up. That's okay. I can see where I need to make this taller. Oh, I have a group with transparency, so I need to ungroup it before I can do that. So I'm going to pull this part up a little bit. And I'm not worried